name is Eugene, or Gene Sampieri. My rank was sonar technician, SOG-2. Oh, huge! Even though it was the Essex, one of the smaller ships, right? But it was huge, and just trying to get around. We wanted to know where our bunks were, where's the mess decks, and where were the movies. And once you got the lay of it, it wasn't too bad. You just had to stay off of the flight deck, and you had to stay out of the hangar deck. You couldn't go in there at all. But other areas you could go. It was uneventful. We had nothing to do. It was boring to some extent. But the food was good. And there was always food. You want to go get something to eat? You would have got something to eat. Didn't matter what time it was. There was always something to eat on board a carrier. And that's the same thing I hear today. And of course the carriers are much bigger, except for these small, like the Iwo Jima is a helicopter carrier. Even then, they said the food on board the Iwo Jima is great. I went to the Essex for transfer back to the United States. Okay. Aboard the Essex, we were told to keep out of the way. That was it. I said, you can go up. You can't go on the flight deck, but you can go up into the tower a little bit. There was one area you could go out and look. But if we were in an exercise, then you go to your racks. Just stay there. There were about, I don't know, maybe 20, 25 of us from the McGowan. Didn't get to see much. When they were doing exercises, you were not allowed out there. So you really didn't get to see much. You weren't, even on that one observation area, we were allowed to go at certain times. We were not allowed up there. So that was a little disappointing. I would like to have seen more of that, but I see it in the movies. Oh, Essex food's much better. First, they have much bigger spaces to store more fresh stuff. McGowan, after a while, if you're out to sea too long, then you're getting to the powdered stuff and the cans, more of the canned stuff. Food wasn't bad aboard the McGowan. It was just, maybe the worst was when they had to switch to powdered eggs. Okay. I never had, outside of a little bit of boot camp, I never really had a complaint about any of the food. And on both ships, a lot of times on board Sunday import steak and eggs. It was always great. Brunch. That was a quiet trip back, though it took several weeks. The Essex did do a stop in Gibraltar, so we got to see Gibraltar before we headed on back. We hit a storm on the way back too. Yeah. It was a nor'easter type thing. It handled it much better than the McGowan or the Purvis. I've been in nor'easters on both of them.